What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to show you how to properly diagnose and repair a high fuel pressure system leak. Coming right up. This truck has had all kinds of problems. We're going to try to figure it out. It is a 2004 Ram 2500 with a Cummins. It has low power. A lot of other people have looked at it and could not figure it out, so we're going to see if we can figure it out. First up on the list of business is we got a OBD2 connector. Because we can't connect to the truck, the original connector got broken, so there was a aftermarket one that got wired in, and I believe it got wired all wrong. So we're gonna put this in. I'm gonna reference my truck because it's the same year range as my truck, my 05, and we're gonna make sure that this gets wired in right. Then we're gonna get on and check the code, see exactly what's going on with it. I couldn't communicate with nothing with what's on it right now, so we're gonna get this on it, be able to actually see what's going on with the truck, and then we can make a proper diagnosis. These are like 15 bucks, depends which ones you get. You can just get them off of Amazon. They come with a pin in every spot. Obviously you only use about half of them, so I depinned this one already. Super easy. Pop these gray pieces out the back, and they just got little tabs in the front. Pop them down, wire pulls right out the back of it. So I got that all unpinned. They come with these really nice butt connectors. These are the good ones. These are the ones that I like to use on everything. Crimp them down, heat shrink them. Won't have any problems with, I mean, obviously this is inside of the truck, but say you're underneath the hood or something, you ain't gonna have any problem with water getting the connection or something. And if you get water in an electrical connection, that is a recipe for all kinds of other problems. But this is what we're gonna start with, and we'll just take you guys along and we're gonna see what we can figure out with this truck. A functioning OBD2 port again. Now, time to hook the scan tool up to it and see what we can figure out. Alright, so what you just saw there is two pink wires. One goes to pin 7, one goes to pin 16. And I didn't know which one was which, so I just threw them in there, and it ended up being backwards, so that's easy. Just pop the connector apart on the back side, swap the two wires around. Now we have connection. Looking at codes now, gonna clear some stuff, and then we're gonna go take it for a drive and see exactly what it does. I have a feeling I already know what it is, so I'm not gonna talk too soon though, because I could be completely wrong. But we're gonna keep digging into it and see exactly what we find. The original clear coating on it, you can see, it's hard to see because this is dirty, but if you look down in there, you can see on the CP3 it has like the original clear coating on the pump. See if we can, I don't see any big differences or anything. I don't see like the O-rings now. It's all probably internal. These things tend to have, every once in a while they have issues. It's not uncommon for them to go out. Overlay the video. Alright, so we've skipped some stuff because I didn't have somebody to video for me, but be that as it may, I pulled the injectors out because we obviously had a high pressure leak or something was going on. Pulled the injectors out. Injectors looked fine, but I found out that a bunch of the feed tubes, 3 of them to be exact, are all sorts of messed up, and Joel will throw a picture up on the screen, you'll be able to see it. But they were really messed up. And also there was a couple of the hold down nuts for the feed tubes that were not even tight. Like, I spun them off with my fingers. So we pulled the injectors out, made sure everything was good, make sure there wasn't any, like the body of the injector wasn't cracked or anything stupid like that. I went, got a whole new set. I got the rest of them over there, but got a whole new set of feed tubes for this. We're gonna throw these in, go through, torque everything down to spec. I know factory is 44 foot-pounds on the hold down nuts for these. I always just go 50 foot-pounds. That's how I do it. An older set of injectors, you know, some people like to reuse feed tubes. Sometimes you can get away with it. If you're reusing feed tubes, definitely put it to 50 foot-pounds, even on new ones. Just, I mean, we're working with 20,000+ PSI of pressure here, so don't need anything leaking. So tighten them down. I'm not gonna strip them out, nothing like that. They're massive threads. It's a 15/16 nut. It's going into the head. You can't strip those out. So tighten them down. Your injector hold downs. So the sequence, factory sequence on these is put all your injectors in, run them down to 44 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. Do not tighten these foot-pounds. You have to have an inch-pound torque wrench for this. 44 inch-pounds on the injector hold downs. Stick your feed tube in, then put your nut on it, tighten that down to 11 foot-pounds, and then tighten down your injector to 89 inch-pounds. Again, inch-pounds on the injector, and then on the outside here, put these to 50 foot-pounds. So then you're all good to go. Put everything back together, put all your rocker arms back on, check your valve lash. That's all self-explanatory. Top dead center, run your intake and exhaust, rotate it 360 and do it again. So you can find those directions online all day long. So we're gonna run valve lash on it real quick then, make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna make sure that we don't have any leaks anymore and go drive it. Okay, we've got everything back together on the top end here. So I'm gonna fire it up real quick, make sure everything's good. Just leave the valve cover off so we can have a look at that while it's running. Make sure everything's good, and then throw the rest of it back together and go test drive it and see what happens. everything fixed up. Showed you the messed up feed tubes. Obviously, new feed tubes, torqued them down, everything's good now. Rail pressure is exactly where it needs to be. So that is it on that truck, and hopefully this was some good information for you guys to help you out in your truck if you're having a similar issue. So see you guys next time.